Welcome back to our JavaScript for Beginners Part 8. We're talking about if statements and control flow. Uh-huh. So today we're talking about control flow and logic. So this is a really nice example I got here. If you go outside after lockdown, you are getting arrested or you'll get arrested. Another one is basically if you go outside without a mask, you probably will get fined. So as we can see, these are conditions and they get done when something is true, or they get done when something is false, or they don't get done when something is false too. So yeah, that's what we're discussing today. Yeah, so with if statements, the basic syntax of if statements are we have the if keyword, and then inside there we have our condition, and outside our condition basically have our lines of code or operations or whatever we want to be done when this if statement is true. And why this is so important is that we can basically set different code for different conditions of our code. So that means we can basically predict what is going to happen or the things that could happen in this code, and we set conditions for every one of them. And that's why we use if statement. That's why they're so important, and that's why we're learning them right now. So yeah, I could have, since we learned booleans, I want to use a boolean here. We can have vegan is equals to true. Well, if you're thinking if I'm a vegan or not, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But yeah, let's get to it. So vegan equals to true. And if we write vegan here, and we do document dot write, vegan, when we save it, you can see right here we have true. If I change this to false, and we save it, nothing shows. We can see here true, but I also want us to put a statement here. So I can also say, why are you a vegan? I'll put that as a question. And when we save it, you see here when vegan is true, the next thing is it asks the question, why are you a vegan? And when vegan is false, nothing shows up there. Now I know you might be thinking, oh, you want something to show up there when it's false, and we can also do that, and that's where the else comes here. Because with the else, we basically are just going to say, if this is not true, any other thing apart from this, I want this to run. That means if this is not true, that means it is false. So then this else is going to run. So in the else here, we can do document alright. Document alright, not right or left. I would say, so you love meat. And now we can see so you love meat because vegan is false. So if we put vegan as true, the question changes to why are you vegan? Now, so I hope you're seeing the importance of conditions and if statements. We could put here um, yeah, number as a variable, and we put 10. And then we could say here number is greater than number is greater than 5. If number is greater than 5, we can also put here that this expression is true. And right now we do know it's true. So that's why when we click on it, you see this number is true. So if I change this to 20 now, it doesn't. It goes back to so do I, which is here, which, okay, I can change this to this expression is false. And we can see here it shows up false. And we can also say if number is less than 5, is number less than 5, it shows us this expression is false because number is 10 and 10 is not less than 5. But if we switch it to is number greater than 5, it shows us this expression is true because actually this expression is true and 10 is greater than 5. You can also put the equal sign and it shows us this expression is false because number which is 10 is not greater than 5, is not equals to 5. But when we switch this to when we switch this to 5, I mean switch it to 10, when we switch this to 10, we can see that it says this expression is true. So these are the things you can do with conditions, and this is why they're so important. Another thing we could do is if we need multiple conditions, is we have the if else if statement. Now we can do else if, and then we say number is less than 10, else, and basically anything that is not equal to 10 or not greater than 10, the else will take care of it. So that means it's going to be less than 10. And now if we increase this 10 to 20, we get your number is greater than 10. If we reduce it, we get your number is less than 10. And if we actually make it 10, we get your number is equal to 10. So you can see here we can set out for every scenario and get every scenario covered. So right now there's nothing you write that this condition won't take. If you write 10,000, if you write minus 10,000, it tells you it's less than. If you write actually what it's equal to, it tells you. So there is no number right now that you would write that this one of these conditions wouldn't be true for. So this is the nice thing you can do with if, else, and else if statements, is that you can actually make sure that you get each scenario, each condition that you know will happen or must happen, and then you set the code for each condition, or you set different tasks for each conditions. So I hope you understood that. Please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, see you in the next video.